Are we back officially?
I think we could say we're officially back.
Yeah, it's been a little bit, you know.
It's been a couple months.
You know what I heard? I heard a phrase. They said life is lifing, and I think that's what gave us this little
Little
break in
hiatus.
time. Yeah, but how have you been, sir?
I've been all right. How about yourself?
I can't complain. I can't
Yeah.
complain. Um,
Take any
every,
vacations this summer?
no real vacations. I think I stayed at home a couple days, so I vacated from any sort of employment obligations.
Okay, that's not so
Um,
bad. Your son have any
no,
tournaments? Do you have to travel?
there were a few. Nothing too wild, nothing too crazy. He played against Cooper Flag.
Okay.
Do you
Is
know
that
who
the
that
kid
is?
who was like talking trash?
No,
I think I've
that's
seen
like
the name.
he's like the number one
Yeah.
recruit, basically, out of Maine.
Like a rumor that he said he could beat somebody one on one.
It's possible. He may have said something crazy like that.
Yeah.
So my son gave him a little bit of work.
Yeah.
And he
Is
did.
he good?
He also did give him a little bit of work. But to be honest, the game I'm looking forward to, I believe it's November 14th. They got
Hmm.
a preseason game versus Columbus High School. So Columbus High School, for anybody that's listening, they're out of Miami, and that's where the Boozer twins go. So,
Mm.
and
I
there's a
saw
lot
them
of
play in one of the tournaments
yeah, and
earlier in the year.
the taller Boozer twin,
He's a
he
big kid.
is yeah, he's actually battling with Cooper Flag. So I would
Okay.
say he's number one in the
Hmm.
country, at his position for his age. So and I just recently found out that you recall his name is Jason Richardson.
I've heard of the name.
Yeah, so he won. I believe he won a slam dunk competition at some point.
Hmm.
He played for the Warriors at one point. Played for a handful of teams.
Hmm.
Well,
Heat
he's got
Sixers, I think.
yeah, yep. He's got two sons, and they
Hmm.
actually both just went to Columbus. So now I'm like, I gotta go to this game,
Right.
because maybe Jason Richards will be there, maybe Carlos Booz will be there, but obviously their kids will definitely be in attendance, and it should
Right.
be
Hopefully they're there. Otherwise, what's the point?
yeah. It should be an entertaining preseason game, to say
Yes.
the least, because
Yes.
I'm sure there's going to be scouts because all these kids are good.
Yeah.
And,
Oh well, yeah, and they're all sons
yeah,
of former stars in the NBA
yeah, and
and top prospects.
then there's my son,
Who is
So,
soon to be a top prospect,
yeah, yeah.
starting his sophomore year.
Starting his sophomore year, yeah,
He's still flying a little under the radar.
yeah, just a little bit,
Just he's going to break out this year. I'm going to predict a breakout.
I believe so. I believe so.
There we go. And you have still not played him one on one
No, no, not since like
because
19.
once he breaks out, you're not going to play him one on one.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing
Yeah,
that. I'm getting
you
too
gotta
old.
you gotta play him one on one before the breakout.
It's hard nowadays. When I wake up in the mornings, like I'm sore, and
Right,
I didn't do anything the night prior, so I don't
right.
understand why I'm sore. So how are we gonna dive into
Oh,
this new segment?
okay. So I think we have an obligation to our sponsors, and I'm going to get it out of the way at the top of this. I'm only going to say two words, then we can move on. Taylor Swift. All right, I said it.
Oh
We can
my
keep it
god!
moving.
Did
We
you
have
really did you
fulfilled
did
our
that?
obligation. I said two
You
words, and then we have
you
fulfilled our
really just
obligation.
you did that. you,
There is actually important news in the sports world happening this week.
what is that?
We got the NBA start season is starting up again,
Oh, okay.
right? We've had some major trades. We've had
We
some big
yeah.
pieces move,
I've seen
uh,
I've seen a
mostly in the
couple
Eastern
things.
Conference.
Yeah, I have seen a
Right?
couple of things.
What are your thoughts on Damian Lillard to the Bucks and
It's
the
it.
the consequence of Drew Holiday to the Celtics?
I will say this: Dame Lillard to the Bucks. When I evaluated the trade with all the teams and all the players moving, the fact that Middleton is still there,
Hmm.
it's a fucking problem. And pardon my
Oh,
French.
it's a problem.
It's a problem. Bro,
Okay.
you have Giannis,
Hmm.
Middleton,
Hmm.
and you in essence you're replacing Holiday, which is he is tough.
Hmm.
But you're replacing him with Dame time.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, if Giannis has a bad game, who's stepping up? Dame time.
Hmm. So,
And
oh, so when
again,
you say it's a problem, you mean it's a problem for the Bucks or it's a problem for the league?
no, it's a problem for the league.
Oh, okay. Now
Like
I
this
understand where
is
you're going.
yeah, this is a problem for the league.
Right. Gotcha.
This
Gotcha.
is
Gotcha.
like I don't know I don't even know how to explain. I don't even know how to put it into words, but this is a problem
Yeah.
because they had like a big three in
Hmm.
essence, with Holiday, Middleton, and
And Drew.
Giannis.
Hmm.
So now you swap
Hmm.
Holiday in essence for Dame time.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, there was
Not,
a I
yeah.
think last night, Dame time hit something from the logo.
He's got range.
Like, and
He's got Steph Curry range.
this is preseason.
Yeah. He's got Steph Curry range.
He looks a little odd in the uniform,
Hmm.
but other than that,
You get used to it quick.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you right now, Bucks are taking it.
Hmm. That was my first thought. My first thought was draw on the floor. Giannis is re-signing. It's not going to take till next year. The team has gone out and done what he was essentially asking them to do.
They
My
did
second thought
better. They
was
did
I
better
really
than what
hope. Hmm?
he wanted more pieces, but they just
He
added.
wanted them to make a commitment to winning championships, and keeping
Yeah,
that roster the same in his mind was not a commitment to winning championships.
I'll tell you right now, I was floored. I didn't
Yeah,
even like when I
right.
heard it.
Hmm.
One of my employees was like, "Hey, did you hear that uh Dame is going to Milwaukee?" I'm
Yeah.
like, I was like, is he taking a trip? Is he gonna see like Aaron Rodgers before he leaves or something?
Right.
I was confused. And then it was like, then I'm getting text messages like I'm Adrian or Wojnarowski, you know what I mean, from ESPN.
Right.
I'm like, why am I getting all? I'm like, Dame Lillard is going to the Bucks. I'm like, this is absolutely nuts.
Right. My first thought was exactly that was that Giannis asked them to make a commitment to winning championships. They went out and made a huge move and didn't give up as much as you would think you would have to give up to get somebody like Damian Lillard.
Yeah.
Then I heard that Portland was not planning on keeping Drew Holiday, and I said I hope he doesn't end up on the Celtics. For Milwaukee's sake, I hope he doesn't end up on the Celtics. And that's
but
exactly where he ended up. Now
um,
they had to give up a couple of pieces to get him. I think they gave up Malcolm Brogdon and Robert Williams, which isn't huge, but I think it um, definitely diminishes their bench. So they are going to be very top heavy. But Drew Holiday is a better
Celtics
player
are
than
done.
Marcus Smart.
Celtics are done, bro.
They're not done. So they
Okay.
are.
All right.
Drew Holiday is a better defensive player and
Okay.
offensive player than Marcus Smart. Easy, hands down. So they gave up Marcus Smart, got Porzingis, and then were able to bring in Drew Holiday. So they got better in that sense, right? Porzingis, I think, is going to be a beast this year on the boards. To your point, I think he's going to average 10 boards this year,
I was
easy.
a believer.
Right.
In the last few episodes we've had, we've spoken.
Yeah.
And even not episodes, but even when we spoken,
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, that's a good look.
Yeah. I think
However,
I.
if
Mhm.
Porzingis is on this injury
If he's healthy, yeah,
trail,
they're going to have to. They're going to worry. They're going to have to worry about health, and they're going to have to try to add something to their bench. Maybe midseason. Same thing with Milwaukee though, because they lost a couple of pieces to a couple of bench pieces. Grayson Allen was somebody.
yeah,
Like I don't know where
I
their
don't, I can't
who's
stand
their
Grayson
fourth
Allen.
starter, who's their fifth starter right now. I don't even know if you got Brook, Middleton, Giannis, Holiday. Right, I think is Malik Beasley there now. Malik Beasley might be their fifth starter. So I like the Boston Celtics starting five over the Bucks, maybe potentially. So then I started thinking about it more, and I started thinking that Damian Lillard is a much better offensive player than Drew Holiday. But Drew Holiday is a much better defensive player. So did they get better offensively and worse defensively? That
Not at all.
remains to be seen.
Not at all.
I don't know. Last year, do you think that Damian Lillard is the difference between them beating the Heat last year in the final in the playoffs? Because I don't
Uh,
necessarily think that's the difference.
I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Um, was that a serious question that you just asked
Yeah,
me?
do you think having Damian Lillard over Drew Holiday is the difference in losing to the Heat in six or beating the Heat?
No disrespect to Holiday because
Right,
I bang with him. Pause.
right. Yeah, this is
Um,
you've been banging
but
with a lot of guys.
yeah, pause.
Paul.
But Dame Lillard, bro,
Yeah.
Dame time?
Well, why did
Are
they
you?
lose? Do you think Drew Holiday is the reason why they lost that series? That's my
No,
question.
I never said that at all. No, never
Right.
said that at
So
all.
the reason why they
But
lost that series was because Giannis was hurt.
yeah,
Giannis
and
is
think about
healthy,
it.
and they're probably in the finals.
I'm gonna say this to you.
Hmm.
So you have a Giannis hurt.
Hmm.
Do you now look at Holiday as like he needs to carry the team?
No, I think that with Holiday on that team, that they didn't have enough to carry them through. I'm not, and
So
that's,
now,
but I don't think that if you just put Lillard on that team instead of Holiday, that he gets them to the next round either.
wow. Did you not see what he did to Paul George or to? I mean, Dame
Lillard's a great player.
Lillard.
Lillard is in a
You
vacuum a better player than Holiday. Is he a better fit on this Milwaukee team? And is what you lose with Holiday, is he enough to
the
make
thing
up that
is,
difference defensively?
yes. I'm answering you, and I'm saying yes because Lillard, all he's wanted to do
Hmm.
is win. He wants to win, and he
But
comes up
Butler was on the other
clutch.
side, same thing.
No, I understand that, but
Yeah.
you know, I hated when they broke up CJ and Lillard.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
hated that. Like I
Yeah.
really did. I said if they could put some other pieces around them, that could be a squad that phew, is
Yeah.
crazy.
Right.
And now Lillard, and he's preached. He wanted to be a part of Portland for a long
Right.
time, for a long time.
Yeah. He didn't
But
want to go.
they
And then they went
just
out and drafted
yeah, Scoot
Scoot. Yeah. Henderson.
yeah,
Scoot Henderson,
yeah.
who's essentially going to play the same position. So they're ready to
And
build for the future.
yeah, so it's like, all right, you gonna do that? So you're literally slapping him in the face, like, all right, nah, we don't really, you know what,
Yeah.
we're done with you a little bit.
Yeah.
We got rid of CJ. You know, they got rid of other key pieces,
Hmm.
and they're just like, all right, we're in rebuild mode.
Right.
You know, and
Listen, they're a championship team. They're ready to win a championship now. The Bucks, but it's still going to come down to Giannis being healthy. If you're
well, I
looking,
mean,
if you're looking at last year,
they've won a championship.
they won a championship, but they're
Yeah,
trying to keep
so
Giannis. My point is that Giannis came to them and said, if you guys aren't committed to winning a championship and not making the moves that make me think you are committed to winning a championship, then I am not re-signing. So they had to do something. But they were the number one team in the league
and they
last year
did they
with Holiday.
this is one of the craziest moves since
It's crazy. You
the
have two
the
30-point scorers now on the same team.
this is like crazier than I'm
Yeah.
taking my talents to South Beach move. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I'm not
Right.
naming
I
names,
mean,
but
it's not going to make anybody hate anybody in the league.
yeah, no,
I
no,
mean, Holiday might hate the Bucks. Did you see what he said 2 days before they traded him?
no. I didn't. What did he say?
He said, "I love the city. I never want to leave."
Oh wow, wow.
Holiday's
Yeah,
pissed, but
yeah. I
I,
mean, I would be
I'm
too.
excited to watch the Celtics. I think they're going. Their starting five
I'm
is
telling you right
going
now,
to be
if Porzingis can be
as good as any team in the
healthy
league. Yeah,
and be exactly the unicorn that he's supposed to
yeah,
be,
right.
yeah, he's fucking with
Yeah,
the
right.
what's the old boy's name in San Antonio? Wemby.
Wembayama. Well,
Yeah,
that's a good that's a perfect position now. So for me, the East is only I only see the East really shuffling around at the top. Right? You got Milwaukee and Boston. We'll see what the Knicks and the Cavs can do. What the Sixers are going to do with Harden, I don't even want to think about Harden right now.
yeah,
But I don't know about
that's a whole
yeah
situation over
that
there.
that's like some Kardashian level drama.
Yeah,
We
and
can
it's
we can.
funny.
I,
He
I
did.
just got another Venmo
I believe he
deposit.
dated
He dated one of them. Yeah, he did.
the big little sister. Because
Kendall.
there's
Ken. I
Court.
don't
No,
know.
no, no.
I don't
Court.
know which one's
No,
which.
not
Chloe.
Courtney. Chloe. Yeah.
Chloe.
Yeah. Yep.
Probably.
He,
He likes the drama. We can leave that alone. I don't know what's going to happen with the 76ers. I still think they're a playoff team. Um, Miami,
they can.
Atlanta, Toronto, Chicago, Indiana. I don't know. Pick one of your whatever team you
Are
like.
you literally just naming every team in the East right now?
I'm naming the teams that made the playoffs.
he's like
Chicago was the last team
he's
that
like
made the playoffs.
you
Yeah.
literally named every team.
I don't see a lot of.
Nah.
Do you see a lot of movement from the Pistons, the Hornets, the Magic? The Wizards are going to take a step back, or the
Nah.
Pacers.
No, what I see happening,
The East, it's going to look pretty similar.
it's gonna be somewhat top heavy. Like
Yeah, the East is going to be top heavy,
it's gonna
and
be
I don't think
Miami,
it. Mhm.
Milwaukee, and
Boston.
in Boston. Yeah, it's gonna
Yeah,
be top heavy that way. The rest of the
right.
teams they're gonna be vying for spots.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
So that's how I look at it.
Right. So I've had a
The
chance to
West. Oh,
I've had a chance to watch the Spurs. I'm excited about the Spurs this year, and it's not just
really? Though?
Wemby.
Are
It's
you
not
really?
just Wemby, who has been impressive in the preseason.
He's
Devin
gonna.
Vassell can shoot. Jeremy Sohan's a good player. Keldon Johnson's been their best player for a couple of years. He's going into his fifth season. It's going to be exciting to see what if with another guy like Wembayama on the court with him, what he's going to be. And he's just Wembayama is going to be a problem in the West for teams to match up with. They
I
played the
mean,
Warriors the other night. Did you see the jump
with Steph,
with
the
Steph? Yeah,
Tim. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if you saw this footage, but you remember God Sham God? He was an
I do
amazing
remember God Same guy.
player
Was it
from
Providence?
Providence. Yep.
Yeah.
He played with Austin Crozier or whatever. But anyways,
Mm-hmm.
so he's like an assistant coach on the Spurs. No, no, I'm sorry,
Okay.
on the Mavericks,
Okay.
and they have the opening game with the
Mm-hmm.
Spurs.
Yeah.
So he like attached some like 6 foot arms on his arms or whatever, and he's guarding the players and
Yeah.
like trying to basically emulate an 8 foot wingspan against a
Right.
defense, and
Right.
it's funny.
But he's big, he's long, he can handle the
Yeah,
ball. And
he's
he can 2 steps and he's at from the 3 point line, he's at the rim.
yeah the
He's
guy.
going to be doing things on the court that are just gonna like kind of baffle the people that are around him.
He's I'm gonna say this. He's gonna have his entry into this league is gonna be very similar to LeBron's entry.
Yeah.
How like
Oh,
LeBron
and the
came
Spurs have
to
Zach Collins, who is a really good player, and he's
uh,
gonna be able to be like a toughness down low for them.
I don't believe the Spurs are gonna do anything for the next couple years, in all
No, but
honesty.
I think you're gonna see them taking steps forward.
No, yeah, no, I don't
I think they got
no.
a chance at
I
the play-in tournament this year.
I mean they have a great coach.
Hmm.
And I believe their entire management team is very good. So
Yeah.
they're gonna be on the scene in the
Yeah.
next, we'll say, 2-3 years. They're gonna be on the
Yeah.
scene
They're
like
they're they're
doing
they're an up and
damage.
coming team that they're going to be fun to watch. They're going to
Yeah.
be interesting to watch.
But I don't foresee this year. I mean, if they sneak into the playoffs, that'll be an
It's hard.
accomplishment, to be honest.
Yeah. Because you got to imagine
Um,
Dallas is in the playoffs this year, right?
uh, uh,
With
uh,
Luca and Kyrie for a full season, you don't think so?
uh, uh,
No, not even like
uh,
7, 8, 9, 10.
yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe they can sneak in.
I think
The
they
West is
were
gonna be. The West is tough.
fourth. The West is tough, but they were in fourth or fifth place before they made that trade, and
Yeah,
there
the
might have been some
West
injuries.
is.
Things kind of fell apart.
Listen,
I don't think the
if you're
Lakers are going to be
looking
all that
at
great this year.
if you're looking at all these teams,
Hmm.
bro, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough if a lot of people stay healthy,
Yeah.
and that's the key. People staying
Right. Being
healthy,
stable healthy, right. Assuming everybody's healthy, I think the
but
Lakers,
yeah,
the
no, but
Pelicans,
think about the
and the
West right now.
Timberwolves could be three teams that are in trouble and not making the playoffs
If
next
the
year.
Clippers are fully healthy,
Yeah.
if the Pelicans fully
Mhm.
healthy, um,
I don't think the
this
Pelicans are
the
fully healthy.
yeah.
I think with the Pelicans, you just have to assume injury.
Yeah, but then you have the Suns. Then you have the
So yeah, Nuggets,
Warriors.
Grizzlies, Kings,
Then you have
Suns.
the Nuggets, bro. Like I haven't even. I just touched a little bit of the iceberg right there.
Yeah, but I think
I
Dallas is better than New Orleans. I think that Dallas is better than Minnesota, and they both made the playoffs last year.
I didn't even
And the
mention
Lakers, I think,
Minnesota.
are going to take a huge step back this year.
Okay, all right, okay,
That's my theory.
okay.
So I think Dallas is going to be in the top 10 teams in the West.
We need to have a late night Wednesday podcast
Yeah.
so we can let's see what happens
Right.
after these first few games, and then
Right. The team that I'm most excited to watch this year is Oklahoma City.
first of all, oh, I see. I was just I was just thinking about Memphis Grizzlies, and I'm like,
Memphis, once Ja gets back, they'll be fun. But we got 25
mhm,
games for that.
yeah, we definitely got
And but
25 games. Wait,
you see these teams, you kind of know what they are. You kind of know what to expect out of Denver, Memphis, Sacramento could be interesting. Phoenix,
oh, Sac-
Clippers if they're
no,
healthy. Warriors, I
Sacramento's gonna
kind
be
of want to see
trash.
them. What?
Sac-
Who's trash?
Sacramento's gonna be trash.
Okay. Well, they were third in the West last year. They got good experience in the
Okay,
playoffs. Sabonis and Fox are two of
keywords.
the best
Key
players in the league. There's
keywords.
no
You
reason
just
to
said
think they're going to be that
last
much worse
year.
this year than last year.
You said last year. Yeah,
There's
nobody.
no reason to think that they're going to be so much worse this year than last year. Is
Okay,
what I'm saying.
all right, no problem.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, all
I
right.
think I think those top four teams easy, right?
Don't you owe me
Clippers.
like a dinner or something?
Do
Like,
I owe you a dinner? No, I think you might owe me something with this Tony Pollard, Ezekiel Elliott bet.
yeah, no, I might. Yeah. No, actually, I think he scored a
I
touchdown.
got that written down somewhere.
Yeah, I hope you do. No, but I have. You know, what's funny? I have Ezekiel
Yeah.
in my fantasy. He scored a
Do you
touchdown.
really?
Yeah, he scored
He
a
did score
touchdown
a
the other day.
touchdown today. The,
Yeah,
the, the Patriots have been a disaster, and
yeah,
they
yeah.
somehow won. They somehow beat the Bills today.
Oh, did they really? Oh, yes,
Yeah,
they did. Like
they did.
29-25, I believe.
Yeah,
Something like that.
29-25,
Yeah,
29-24, something like that. Some
yeah.
weird score.
No.
The
I
Warriors, I
actually
think, are going to be interesting to watch with Chris Paul.
the Warriors gonna. I'm telling you right now. Yeah, watch out for
That
them
could
boys.
that could be. What do you do with your starting lineup with them?
I am. That's a great question.
Right?
I
Because I think
am.
if you put Chris Paul in that starting lineup, do you
You
take
can't.
out
You
Wiggins?
can't. You can't put Chris Paul in
Right.
the starting lineup.
Because you put Chris Paul in the starting
But
lineup, you're
but
benching Kevin Looney, and then you got to play fast, and he's not fast.
but you. It's so hard. But you
Yeah.
can though. You
Right.
can and you can't. If that
If
makes
they
sense.
can make it work, they're going to be great.
Because you got to do the you got to do it this way. You got to do. What I mean, CP.
Hmm.
Obviously,
Steph,
Steph,
Clay,
Clay.
Draymond.
Draymond, and
Right.
then now you just need a big that can move with all these guys. You know what I mean?
So you're benching Wiggins,
You kind of have to,
who's their best defensive wing player right now,
unless you go small and
and
then
then
you
you got to play
throw.
fast.
Yeah, unless you go if you come out the gate and you go small and then
Mhm.
you do
Can Chris Paul play that fast?
I think he can I think he can adapt,
He's
you
going to have
know.
to start moving. It's a different style of game than he's played.
I think he can. I think he
I
can.
think he
But
can. I'm not saying I don't know if he can
it
or
would
he
be
can't.
crazy though. You would
He's
do
got soft tissue
CP3.
injuries in his past, though.
Yeah, you would do
He's going to pull the
CP3,
ring.
Steph,
Hmm.
uh
Clay,
Clay, then Andrew
Wiggins,
Wiggins, and then
Draymond.
Draymond.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a crazy lineup,
it's a crazy lineup.
you know.
It's a good lineup. Is it
Bro, that team would smoke a lot of
right?
teams.
Is it going to work for 82 games in the NBA with Chris Paul having to play
My
on
thing
that death squad,
is,
that death lineup that they like to run?
to be honest, it can. I believe
I'm
it
not.
can.
I don't know if it can or it can't. I just think it's going to be difficult.
My thing is, I'm so like old school. I need a big guy. I need at least a
Yeah.
6'10", 6'11" guy that's banging down low.
So
You know.
I think you go Steph, Clay, Wiggins, Draymond, Kevin Looney, and you bring Chris Paul off the bench.
Yeah, you could do that. I mean, no, you can do that.
Yeah,
I mean that's probably the ideal lineup,
right. And I
the
think
ideal
Iguodala
situation.
is retiring, so Chris Paul is
First of all,
the
don't
is
Iguodala
kind of a
play?
good six man for that team.
I feel like he hasn't played in like 2 years. he
Iguodala?
just, I
Yeah,
feel like he just
probably.
wears a jersey and just comes to the
Yeah,
games.
and then collects his rings.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. They're gonna be interesting to
But
watch.
they're tough.
I thought the Lakers
I
should
don't
have
even know.
gone after Drew Holiday.
Nah, I mean they
They
could.
needed a point guard.
The Lakers, they just need to
And
dismantle that team. LeBron
LeBron
needs
is
to
old,
just he
and
just needs to
yeah,
just retire. I'm not saying
Davis,
LeBron
yeah,
can't do it. He just needs to
right,
retire though.
yeah. LeBron is and Davis is going to get hurt.
Yeah, and I'm shocked at Anthony Davis because he's not even that old.
No, he's just been injured his entire career.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're
Yeah,
tall and like you're definitely a lot more injury prone.
yeah.
But hey, what are
No,
you gonna
yeah,
do?
yeah,
You know,
absolutely. But in the couple preseason games that I've seen, San Antonio has been impressive, Oklahoma City has been impressive, and Boston has been impressive.
okay.
I
So
didn't necessarily see anything with Milwaukee when I saw them play, but Middleton didn't play and Brooke Lopez didn't play.
all right, I would like to
So
see
I'm
what
excited about
your.
Oklahoma City.
I want to see what your thought is. Who, if you had to pick two teams,
Hmm.
because this is where I end the conversation.
Okay.
I want your two teams that are gonna meet
Hmm.
in the finals. Who are they?
Meet in the finals. As of now, I'm going to say I would like to see the Clippers and the Celtics.
Wow.
Those are the teams I want to see. A healthy Clippers, and I'm just going to be rooting for the Celtics this year.
Okay. All right.
I like Tatum. I like I like Holiday. I think Holiday is one of the more underrated players in the league right now. I think it's a shame that he took him till last year to ever become an All Star. And he's wanted to win everywhere he was. He never wanted to get sent out of Philadelphia. I'm sure he kind of wanted out of New Orleans. That place looks like a disaster at times. He didn't want out of Milwaukee, and they just keep trading him away. And I think he's gonna. I would like to see him win a championship. I'm gonna say Celtics, Clippers, and Celtics win the championship.
Wow. Okay.
Although I would kind of like to see the Clippers win also.
Okay. All right.
Just put it together. One healthy season with that team. I like Westbrook.
So,
I'm Team Westbrook. Team
are you,
Westbrook. Team Holiday. That's what I'm going with. What about
Uh,
you? What do you got?
my finals matchup. To get to the finals, the Warriors beat the Suns in 7,
Wow.
and they take on the Milwaukee Bucks.
Damian Lillard versus Steph Curry would be fun.
Fun is not the word. It will
That
be
would be,
exciting. You don't
yeah,
know how many people will come out. Shit,
yeah,
I might even fly to Milwaukee for a
yeah.
game. You know what I mean?
That would be like small market with everybody showing up. That
I'm
would be
telling you
like,
right now.
can I make the comparison to Taylor Swift going to a football game?
Okay, are you back on
Just
Taylor?
to bring it
Can
full
you let
circle.
her? You have all right. If I'm gonna see who I could reach out to.
I think you set
Just
me up for that one.
yeah. I will say this. Listen,
Uh,
think about that. If shit is scripted,
mhm.
that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
You're going
that
to
would be a good one.
see you're
That'd
gonna
be a good
see
one.
Lillard
Mhm.
and Giannis
Who's winning?
versus the Warriors.
Yeah, Warriors Bucks. Who's winning?
Oh man, that one I can't call. I'm just telling you who's going to be in the finals. I
Tell me,
don't know.
give
I
me,
don't
give me a
know.
name.
I
Chris
don't
Paul and Damian
know.
Lillard win their first championship.
Yeah, I know, but it's too early for it. They still got to keep the
Well,
Warriors
it's too early.
legacy going.
It's too early to make a prediction who's going to be there. So you might as well just give me who your winner is.
All right, the Warriors.
Warriors. Is that who you want to see? I picked who
Well,
I wanted to see.
no. It's more so what's going to happen. And yes, I do want to see it though. I would
Yeah.
love to
You want
see
to see
the
you want to see Warriors
Warriors.
Bucks
Yeah, I
Warriors
want
take
to
the
see
championship.
both of them healthy at their full capacity.
Yeah. Right.
And yes, I do want to see it. And yeah, like I'm low key.
Excited for it.
I'm gonna whisper. I'm a low key Warriors fan.
I,
I
I'm a
just
big
whispered
Warrior.
it.
I'm on record. I'm on record. I agree. Warriors are just
Uh,
they've been the most fun team to watch since 2015, 2014.
I'm telling you, this is what happens. Warriors beat the Suns in 7,
Yeah.
and then the Warriors go to the chip, and then they battle with the Bucks. Bro, I want them to battle with the Bucks, bro. That
It's good. So that's interesting because you've got big guys on that Milwaukee team. And
exactly.
you've got your starting five with Draymond as your biggest.
And this is where coaching comes into play.
Yeah.
Who's gonna outduel, like in terms of coaching, like
But
what
you
you know
got
what I mean?
Steve
What
Kerr and you got Adrian Griffin,
yeah.
the Advantage Warriors.
Yeah, but I mean, does a small lineup work? Because they got some bigs over
But do you
there.
have
They
you
got
can have
bigs
all the
over
right
there.
moves, but do you have the personnel?
Yeah, yeah, but they got
All
bigs
right,
over there. They got
it's official. It's in the podcast now.
yeah, yeah.
Those are our predictions.
Those are definitely the predictions. I'll probably change on Tuesday.
Hey, you got till June,
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna be like, you know what? I want to see the Knicks versus the
I'm all right with that. Knicks and the Sacramento Kings.
yeah. All right, okay. Now this is where the conversation is going left.
Knicks Lakers.
Yeah, Knicks.
1972.
No, that would be dope. Knicks
Yeah.
Lakers would be so dope.
Knicks
But
Lakers two big markets. NBA would love it.
I'm just so over LeBron and
Yeah.
no disrespect, LeBron, if you're listening. But
Knicks Lakers.
yeah.
This is my prediction. Knicks Lakers. And Julius Randle is banged up, but he's giving LeBron all he can handle on the defensive end. But he gets banged up, and LeBron comes out for Game 6, and he's looking down the hallway because nobody knows if Julius Randle is going to play. And he just keeps looking down the hallway. He's distracted in his warm ups. And he's looking down the hallway. And here comes Julius Randle. And the garden erupts. And LeBron James is knocked off his game plan. And we see Jalen Brunson go off for like a 15-point first quarter. And they never look back and they win the championship in 6.
Wow. Did you have like a dream last night? Like
No,
because this is like
that's just what
that
happened to Will
was
Chamberlain and Willis
that.
Reed.
I mean, that was just very detailed. So I'm like, what the fuck?
That was just Will Chamberlain and Willis Reed and
I'm waiting for like a wheelchair scenario to happen as
and
well.
Walt Frazier goes off for a huge first quarter, and the Knicks never looked back.
You were crazy. Because why did I hear this like scenario somewhat before?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Will Chamberlain, Willis Reed, and Walt Frazier.
yeah, no,
I'm just.
I listen. That's why I'm over here sitting listening. I'm like, what the whole
I just
this?
substituted some names.
Yeah, I'm like, it's like a movie that I've seen before.
It's 30 for 30 when the garden was Eden. It's a good book, actually. You should read it.
I think I might actually.
It's a good book.
Send
Yeah,
me
when the
the
garden was Eden. I got it on my bookshelf.
yeah, you know what? Send me the like a text or something like
Yeah.
so I'm gonna grab it this week
All
or
right.
try to maybe listen to it on like Audible or
Like an
something.
audio book. It's a good book.
Yeah.
It's a good book, and they did. They really made it into a 30 for 30.
Okay.
I'm texting now.
Sounds good. I love you.
All
I
right.
love 30 for 30s. But anyways,
Oh yeah.
yeah, so let's try to reconvene this week.
Yeah. Definitely.
Let's talk
We'll try to
about
get something
yeah, let's talk about like
after the first two games Thursday night.
yeah, let's talk about Zion, all these
Yeah.
guys that are trying to come back and like hold up to their contracts,
Yeah.
you know.
Let's see if Zion's in shape.
Yeah. I mean, he's been kind of somewhat doing his thing a little bit.
When he's out there,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
been great.
Yeah. So,
All
but
right.
yeah, let's talk
So
about that.
let's we can wrap it up there.
Yeah. That sounds like a plan.
All right.
Well, you enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm gonna see what this Sunday night football's talking about in my little dinner.
Yeah, what do we got? We got
Um,
something. Who's on Sunday night? Eagles, Miami.
yeah, yeah, it should be interesting. I know
It's gonna be a good game.
yeah, yeah. It's
5-1
definitely gonna be
teams,
yeah,
high-powered offenses.
yeah, yeah.
Should be good.
Should be
You
good.
enjoy that game.
I will. And you enjoy the rest of your evening there, Mr. Corey.
Sounds like a plan, Mr. Brian.
All right, my man.
All
Good
right.
talking to you.
Yep.
Wrapping up, starting 5, and signing off.